Madhavarashi, Champan Chunda Vadarashi.
Govinda Raje, Govinda Raje,
Madhavarashi, Champan Chunda Vadarashi.
Yankar Brinda Raje,
Govinda Kancha, Gopal Kancha. Kancha, Yadava Kancha.
Sita, 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 Gopi, Gopala Gopi, Govinda Gopi, Gopala Gopi, Madhava Gopi, Yankar Yadava Gopi,
Govinda Kancha, Gopal Kancha.
Govinda Kanna, Pala Kanna, Yadava Kanna, Govinda Kumar, Gopala Kumar, Gopala Kumar,
Kumar, Kalyanam Kumar,
Kalyadavaru Kumar,
Govinda
Govinda Guru, Malam Guru,
Guru, Kalyanam Guru,
Kalyadavaru Guru,
Govinda Guru,
Govinda Guru, Gopala Guru,
Madhava Guru, Kalyanam Guru,
Kalyadavaru Guru,
Govinda Kanna, Gopala Kanna,
Govinda Kanna, Gopala Kanna, Madhava Kanna, Kalyadavaru Kanna, Govinda Datta, Gopala Datta, Datta, Yengal Atreya Datta, Govinda Datta, Gopala Datta, Madhava Datta, Yengal Atreya Datta, Govinda Nanda, Gopala Nanda, Sachidananda, Govinda Nanda, Gopala Nanda, Yengal Sachidananda,
Govinda Kanna, Gopala Kanna,
Govinda Kanna, Gopala Kanna, Madhava Kanna, Kalyadavaru Kanna,
Govinda Kanna, Gopala Kanna,
Govinda Kanna, Gopala Kanna, Govinda Ramu, Gopala Ramu, Govinda Radhe, Gopala Radhe, Radhe, Vrindavan Radhe, Govinda Kanna, Gopala Kanna, Madhava Kanna, Kalyadavaru Kanna, Govinda Sita, Gopala Sita, Madhava Sita, Yengal Ragupula Sita,
Govinda Kanna, Gopala Kanna,
Govinda Channa Gopala Channa Madhava Channa Yadava Channa Govinda Rukma Gopala Rukma Yadava Rukma Govinda Guru Gopala Guru Madhava Guru Yadava Guru Govinda Channa Gopala Channa Madhava Channa Yadava Channa Govinda Channa Gopala Channa Yadava Channa Govinda Gopala Channa Madhava Channa Yadava Channa Madhava Channa Yadava Channa Madhava Channa Yadava Channa Kanna Gopala Kanna Madhava Kanna Very good, guys. You have a wonderful voice, very nice voice. It was very nice. Okay, shall we start?
Yes.
Oh. Vagarta viva sampraktau Vagarta pratipattaye Jagada pitarau vande Parvati parameshwarau Vasudeva sutam devam Kamsa chanuramardanam Devaki paramanandam Vande Jagadgurum Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vartaya Pradibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratita Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaadhyayanim Ambatvam anisandadami bhagavadgite bhavatveshinim mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande paramanandamadavam hariho. Okay, so we are on the penultimate day, 6th day of this. Couple of questions and then we will get into today's shlokas. Who is great? A jnani or a bhakta? This was one question. I mentioned yesterday, if you may recall, the goal of a jnani and the goal of the bhakta are same. Both of them want to swaswarupa anusandhana, want to reach that state of perfection. The methodology may be different. And the methodology will be different only at the beginning. Whether somebody is a bhakta or a jnani, the final goal in it is like, you start from two roads. After some time, the roads meet somewhere. Then it becomes a single road. It quite often happens, right? Instead of going straight, you may take a left in Jedimara signal. After a while, you come back again and join somewhere. So a jnani's journey and bhakta's journey are like that. The methodology may be different because that should be aligned to one's prakriti. Therefore, that is okay. But uddesha or the lakshya is the same. So we cannot say jnani is greater than bhakta or bhakta is greater than jnani. All are the same. Therefore, we don't have to really think like that. Jnani may sometimes develop pride due to his knowledge. But a bhakta is only a shraddhalu. Just a, so how do we look at it? So both can develop ahankar. I don't think it is exclusive domain of jnani only. Because there are some bhaktas who would also think they are a great bhakta. There are so many followers for them. It can happen. Therefore, not necessarily that jnani only the ahankara is not the exclusive domain of jnani. Therefore, it only shows whether it is a jnani or a bhakta. If they develop ahankar, then they are jnani in the making or bhakta in the making. A true jnani is not like that. A true bhakta is not like that. It may be work in progress. After some time, it may become better, etc. So therefore, I think that's how we may have to think about these issues. Okay. So we saw Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Padyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. So the question was, Kimattam Bahunam Janmanam Ante? Why not it happen in one Janma alone, right away? So that will be a very natural inquisitiveness for all of us. Therefore, Sri Krishna, after that shloka, he started showing why it takes so many janmas. And we saw a few shlokas yesterday. And that conversation continues with a few more shlokas, and more or less then it comes to the end. More or less we are at the end of the chapter. The important messages are already in front of us. It is only to give a few more sort of concluding remarks, I should say, in terms of how jnani actually becomes a jnani over a period of time. So we see a few shlokas today. But before that, it's a very beautiful mantra in Mahanarayan Upanishad. Mahanarayan Upanishad is such a beautiful Upanishad. 80 mantras are there. Mahanarayan Upanishad. 80 mantras are there. so beautiful. Some mantras, this particular mantra runs for 2 pages without a full stop. So when we recite, it's not easy. In between, you have to breathe, take a breath. If you remember, So I brought a portion of it. This is what is called Prajapati Aruni Vidya. Prajapati and Aruna, father and son, both of them have a conversation. In Taittiriya Upanishad, there is a Bhrigur Varani Vidya. Bhrigur Vaiva Arunihi Varunam Pitaram Upasas. They are also father son. Bhrigu and Varuna. Here it is Prajapati and Aruna. Prajapati Aruni Vidya, not Varuni. Prajapati Aruni Vidya. Prajapati's son is Aruna. So they have a conversation. Very beautiful conversation. 79th mantra. It is a part of it. The question that he asked was, what is ultimate? How do I know the ultimate? That was the question, for which Prajapati gives all kinds of answers. But this portion is very interesting. Look at, I will recite it, and then I will tell you what it is. Yaviradithyastapati rashmi bistabit parjanyo varshati parjanye naushadi vanaspataya prajayanta voshadi vanas Patibirannam bhavatyanena pranaha prane balam balena tapas tapasa shraddha shraddaya meda medaya manisha manishaya mano manasa shanti shantya chittam chittena smriti smritya smaragum smarena vijnanam vijnanena atmanam vedayati. He says, how do you, anything to be done, sir? Oh, okay. Keep it here. No, give it to me. I'll keep it in this wire. Yeah. Please. Okay. No, it's okay. So, what is happening is so beautiful here. How do you attain your jnana? You know what is the answer he gives for that? What is found? Is it okay? Okay. So the question is, how will I attain jnana? Look at the answer. Sun has to rise every day. That is the answer. Look at the creativity of our rishis. Prajapati is telling Varuna, you will attain jnana if sun rises every day. Is all this? Yabir Adityas Tapati. As long as the sun rises every day and produces heat. So it is starting from there. Yabihi Adityaha Tapati. As long as the sun is scorching, heat is there. Rashmibihi, the rays of the sun, as long as the rays of the sun is there in this world, okay, Tabihi, until then, Parjanyaha Varshati. Rain will happen. Look at where he is starting the answer. How will you get jnana? Sun has to rise every day. Sun has to extend its rays and its heat. If sun extends its rays and heat, rain will come. Parjanyo varshati. Then he says, Parjanyena aushadi vanaspatayaha. Because the rain is there, Oshada vanaspati will come. The sasyas, the plant kingdom will come. Prajayanta, they all will grow. So that is the second step in the equation. He is solving the equation. So first he said sun has to rise every day. Then it says if sun rises every day, then rain will come. Then he says if rain comes, Oshadi vanaspataya prajayante. All these trees and plants, plant kingdom, everything will grow. Oshadi vanaspati bihir annam. Out of these only you get your food. So he is now coming closer to us now. Out of this plant kingdom you will get food. Okay? Annam bhavati, annena pranaha. Usur odadodu because we are eating. There is one Upanishad in which he says stop eating. 15 days ask him to stop eating. And he asked the Shishya what happened. Then 15 days he asked him to stop drinking water. 6th day he says I will die. So there is one Upanishad in which these are all discussed. In a Brihadaranyaka, I think somewhere it is discussed. Anyway, so he says, Annena pranaha. Then whole chain starts. Pranaihi balam. This vital force is required for you to have your strength, the basic strength. Otherwise, basic strength is not there. Why? Because through the prana, the oxygen is supplying to the brain and all parts of the body. Medicine also says the same thing. You have to use a medical terminology to understand what they have said. Pranaihi balam, balena tapaha. You want to do tapas, you should have strength. No? If you are like this, what tapas? If you can't even get up, you are all shaking, your hands are shaking, legs are shaking, you haven't eaten, you are not even breathing, you are suffocating breathe. What tapas? So for tapas, you have to be physically good. So in Tamil Bhasha, there is a nice saying. Suvar illama chitram kadayadu. Without a wall, there is no painting. So that wall is the bala. You have to first be healthy. Only on that basis you can do anything that you want to do in life. So it says, pranaihi balam balena tapaha. Then it says, tapasa shraddha. Your shraddha comes only after austerity. You have to focus on something. It can be a bhajan. It can be reading a katha. It can be parayana. It can be doing something. That single-pointed focusedness is very, very important. Out of it, shraddha comes. So he says, tapasa shraddha, shraddhaya meda. Because of your shraddha, memory is a matter of interest. Angela Bhashanila heltare. Memory is a matter of interest. So your meda shakti is a function of your shraddha. You will have meda only on matters where you have shraddha. Some people only stock market, so they know left, right, center, everything is happening to the Reliance account. Reliance Industries Limited, what is happening? Because that is where my shraddha is. So therefore, my meda shakti is top notch. For some people, their interest is mathematics, so they will reel out all theorems just like that. That's what it is saying. Shraddhaya meda. So you be careful about your shraddha. That's why if you have shraddha on God, then in your last moment, He will come. Because your meda shakti will be filled with God. Prana prayana samaye kapavada pitteihi. Kantavarodhanam smaranam kutaste. So your meda is a function of your shraddha. So you have to now decide where should you show your shraddha. Please work it out very carefully. Because that is going to feed into your meda shakti. Retention power. What is meda shakti? Retention power. Okay. Medaya manisha. Your thoughts are a function of your memory. Because that is related to the memory. What you don't remember, your thoughts will not come. See, we have crossed thousands of janmas. Only our shraddha is captured in our chitta, in some meda shakti. Only those things we do know. That vyavahara happens only like that. It's all within that limited domain. Your knowledge may be vast, but your vyavahara will use only a small part because your meda shakti is there, because your shraddha was there. They all rotate like that. So medaya manisha. Okay, manishaya manaha. Your mind is a function of your thought. Bell is ringing. Your mind is a function of your thought. What you think is what you are. That's what it is. That's why Dakshinamurti Stotra says, Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam Nija Antargatam. What you see outside is only you. World is only a mirror for you. So if you keep on suspecting others, that means you are basically suspecting nature. If you are very cruel to others, your nature is cruelty. What is inside only will reflect outside. That's what Shankaracharya said, Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Miva. It's like the world is nothing like you are looking at a mirror. Nija Antargatam Bahiriva Udbhutam. What is inside comes as though it is outside. That's why Manas is a function of your Manisha. Manasa Shantihi. That determines your peace of mind. Look at how he is taking you. Manasa Shantihi. Shantya Chittam. So your future retention is a function of how settled you are. If you are so unsettled, your memory loses you. Sangha Sanjayate. Kama Krodho Vijayate. Krodha Bhavati Sammoha. Sammoha Smriti Vibramshaha. Smriti Vibramsha. That's what will happen. If you are so agitated, your memory will fail you. That's why Shantya Chittam. Chittena Smritihi. Smriti is the deep vasana thoughts which remain with you across janmas. That is the strongest part. So what you thought important, what you showed Shraddha, how you brought your past karma into it, how you developed the thought deeply, how it influenced your manas, and because of that, your vasanas get strengthened in that particular way. Smriti, Smritya Smaraha. So your all remembrances across janmas start flowing in a particular way because of all these, right? Smarena Vijnanam. So see where he started and where he ended. This is the charm of our rishis. They will tell things which we know. They never tell things which we don't know. Upanishad is not at all difficult. They give lively examples. Yata Urnabhihi Srijate, that's what in Mundaka Upanishad says. Srishti Prakarana, when it talks about Srishti, it says just like the spider weaves and also withdraws. It weaves, it brings its own material, weaves the web. If it wants, it withdraws also. So the Upadana Karana is also Brahman. The Nimitta Karana is also Brahman. The intelligent cause is also Brahman. The material cause is also Brahman. To explain that, the Upanishad takes the example of a spider. Upanishad is like that. So they take some beautiful examples and tell us that every day you get up, clean up your Shraddha. That will influence everything. See how it starts and how it goes. So that is the charm of... so how do you become a jnani? Here is one route. Upanishad is saying in a different way. Smarena Vijnanam, Vijnanena Atmanam Vedayati. You know yourself. That is the Lakshya. Whether it is a Bhakta or a Jnani, that is the Lakshya. I want to know myself. Who am I? I want to know who I am. So this Upanishad so beautifully gives this kind of an example. So these are some of the nice things about many of these things that you find in the Upanishad. I thought I just wanted to share these. They're all very nice gems of knowledge which we have actually in our literature. So Shloka 35. Where is this fellow coming? Okay, finally I found it. Okay. Shloka 23, sorry. Antavattupalam tesham tadbhavatyalpamedhasam devan devayajo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi antavattu phalam tesham tat bhavati alpamedhasam tadbhavatyalpamedhasam tat bhavati alpamedhasam devan devayajaha yanti madbhaktaha yanti mam api. That's no, we did 22 also. 19. We did 22 also. So, what is this saying? Antavattu palam tesham. Antavat means that comes to an end. Yes, anta, no? Antavat means that comes to an end. Means it is limited. What is limited will only come to an end. What is unlimited has no end. It is anadi and ananta. So he uses the word antavat, means limited. What is limited? Palam, the fruits of our effort. So antavattu palam, tesham, for such people. For which people? Alpa medasam. That medas is very inferior. They are not thinking of bigger things. Antavattu phalam tesham tat bhavati alpa medasam. Okay. So why is 1000 janma? These are all reasons for it. That is where all these are going. Shlokas 20, 21, 22 are all going in this direction only. So he is saying some people are not thinking big. They are very satisfied with small little things. That's all. They are satisfied with small little things. Therefore, that's all only they will also get. And there's a nice story. I've told this several times in many of my lectures. I don't know whether I told it during this week also. There was a king who went for a hunting into the forest. He got lost because it's a deep forest. So he lost his way. He could not get out of the dense forest. So there was one local hunter. He knows all the routes, no? So therefore, what he did was he finally brought him out of the dense forest, more or less brought him to the main road, so to speak, Rajamarga. So the king was relieved. He was very happy that he has been taken care. So he told this do you know who I am? Obviously, the hunter did not know. So he said, no, sir, I don't know. He said, saved me. Because you have saved me, I want to do some. Come to my court tomorrow. So he offered his pronouns to the Raja and said, okay. So he goes home and then he tells his wife, this is what happened, that our Raja was stuck here. I redeemed him from this whole dense forest. And in return, Raja has asked me to come tomorrow to the court. He wants to give me some gift. So they have some discussion what to ask, everything happened. So next day morning, he goes to the court. So the king said, thank you very much. Only because of you, I am here. Yesterday, I would have been stuck. So I really want to give whatever you want, whatever you ask, I will give. See, if you have told us, we know what to ask. So this man just thought about, he said, I want 1 kilogram of rice and 1 kilogram of vegetables so that I can have a good dinner tonight. Alpamedas. He could ask only that much. But the Raja, whatever he asked, he would have given. So he said, okay, you want 1 kilogram of rice or 1 kilogram of vegetable? Choose a vegetable of your choice, no problem. So that is what this shloka is saying. If you are if I am an Alpamedas, I will ask only very little, no? So my pala will be very limited. That's all. That's what he's saying. Alpamedasam palam tat bhavati katam bhavati antavat bhavati. His scope is very little. There is an adhikaritva. You don't get whatever you want. We all think like that. It's not like that. There is an adhikaritva. You have to be, you should be eligible to get that. Reason is, if you are not eligible to get that, we may not know what to do with that. Right? We may not know what to do with that. If somebody who doesn't know anything to do with this mobile, if you give it to him, he thought he can use it like a hammer. He don't know what to do. He thinks it's a little hard, so I can use it for breaking. So there is an adhikaritva. This must be given to someone who knows how to use it. So that means what we get is a function of where we are, how far we have traveled in our life. So that's what Krishna is saying, that we have our own journey. And because of that journey, we will ask only that much and we'll get only that much. So this is a very long journey. Bahunam janmanam ante. That's where this is happening. So Devan Deva Yajaha. So they will do some small little things to please some gods and then they will get the benefit. Yesterday he told, I will Achalam Shraddham. If you bring with only Shraddha, I will give you what you want in whatever forms you want. That he said yesterday. So therefore, that will happen. But because of the Alpamedas, they will ask small things and they will get small things. And so there is a work cut out for a very long journey for us. It will take even more time for us. So that is what he says, Devan Deva Yajo Yanti, one who goes after small little things. That's why you have Artha and Artharthi and Jignasu. They are all of this category at different levels. You do small little things, you try to please the God and then do a little small thing. In return, you ask for something, you will get it. With Shraddha, if you do, you will get it. Madbhaktaha Yanti Mamapi. Yanti means to reach unto. To reach. The dhatu ya is to reach. So Yanti is he reaches. He reaches me. He comes unto me. Because he asks nothing less. He asks for the ultimate. Tasmin vijnate sarvamidam vijnatam bhavati. Tell me, by knowing that I will be known of everything. That is his level of inquisitiveness. That is the level of inquisitiveness of a true bhakta. So he says he will come unto me. Because his scope is big. What he is asking is also big. So I will give him that. That's what it is. So this asking and giving, that is a very beautiful shloka. That is a very beautiful story. Lord Vishnu and Narada, both of them are walking. First they go to one person's house. He's a reasonably wealthy person. He also a bhakta of the first three variety. Maybe first two variety. Artha, but he is a bhakta. So I am Lord Vishnu. So he is a bhakta of Vishnu. He knows which side of the bread is butter. So it has come now. So he puts all his best foot forward. He really takes care, does whatever needs to be done. Vishnu is pleased. They stay overnight. Next day morning, Vishnu leaves. So he blesses him. You will get more money, you will get more Aishwarya, you will get more and more wealth, etc., etc. Blessed him, copiously blessed him, and then walked away. Then they keep on walking. There is one old Brahmin just with one cow. That cow gives some half a liter, 1 liter milk. I do not know what it is. That's all. The old cow, old man. Absolutely crystal clear bhakta. Jnani material, more or less. So he goes there. He tells him, do you know who has come? Vishnu has come. He is a Vishnu bhakta. So this man literally melts. His darshan has happened. He has nothing to offer. There is a torn mat and a little bit of milk, what he had, he gave it to him, all that happened. So next day morning he leaves and he blesses him, but he does not bless him loudly. He murmurs and goes. So the Narada got very inquisitive. After coming out, he asked, what did you bless? There I heard what you said. Give him more money, give him more money and all that. What did you bless here? He said, I blessed him that the cow must die. So Narada was completely perplexed. He said, this is a pure material. This bhakta is number one. Agmark material. Why are you blessing like this? That man was a very smart fellow. And you gave him more money, etc., etc. This man was absolutely pure. He had his subsistence was only on that cow. And you are blessed that the cow be dead. Let it die. What is all this? So Vishnu smiled at him. He said, this bhakta is 99.99999% with me. The point, not 1% is because of that cow. I take it out, he'll come to me. Finished. He will reach me straight. Then Narada asked, what about that person? Oh, this man has a long way to go. I have given more money, he has to do more mischief, he has several janmas to take. So there is an adhikaritva. God's ways we don't know. The biggest mistake we do in life is we judge every moment of our life and then we think God is not good, God is not good. What do you know about God here? He has created such a complex world. He is a Maha Prajna. We are all Alpa Prajnas. Alpajna. And we are saying God is bad, God has been unkind. I mean, all these are immature statements. God knows what to do. And if we have that feeling in us, our life will transform. Many of our, we'll go through hardship. There are no discounts on it because that is my prarabdha. I brought it in my bag. No discounts on that. But I'll handle it so beautifully. It's not about the hardships. Hardships are already the moment you are born. You have been given a lifetime of events written down and given to you. You may not know it. That's your problem. The only thing that will happen is you'll handle it. God will be with you to handle it. I think that's a much better thing to ask. That's why Alpamedas will ask something, and God says, I will give you. What you ask, I will give you. If you don't know what to ask, the right thing, good luck. You'll come to me one day. Bahunam Janmanam Ante, Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate. Avyaktam Vyaktimapannam Manyante Mama Buddhayah Param Bhavamajanantah Mama Vyayamanutamam Avyaktam Vyaktimapannam Manyante Mam Abuddhayah, not Buddhayah, Abuddhayah. Okay? Param Bhavam Ajanantah Mama Avyayam Anuttama. There is Vyakta and Avyakta. Correct? Vyakta is that which is manifested. Avyakta is that which is not manifested. A seed is an avyakta form of a tree which may live for years. A banyan tree may come out of a seed. But the banyan tree in Calcutta Botanical Gardens is 690 years old. It was in a seed. The seed is an avyakta form. The tree is the vyakta form. Right? So what he is saying, Abuddhayah, not Buddhayah. People who have not used the buddhi. What is buddhi? Di. It is not buddhi, it is di. Di means, so one who uses his buddhi is called dhira. That's where the word dhira came. One who knows how to use his buddhi very well is called a dhira. And what is this buddhi? The buddhi's property is nischayatmakaha buddhihi. I mentioned it. In other words, the role of buddhi is it has the high power of discrimination. Nitya, anitya, vastu, vichara. What is perishable, what is permanent? What will remain, what will not remain. That capability is part of buddhi. But if your manas is so cluttered and so disturbed and all that, it will actually not allow the buddhi to function so well. That's why you become Abuddhaya. Not Buddhaya, Abuddhaya. There are so many distractions in my life. Because there are so many distractions in my life. Because of my manas, it's completely out of control, etc., etc. So the Abuddhaya Manyante, they think, what did they think? Vyaktimapannam Mam, I am actually unmanifested. I am not manifested. I am unmanifested, but they think I am only in a manifested form. In other words, I am only in some form. And what is manifestation? It should have a form and shape, nama rupa. So one devotee asked Ramana Maharishi. Ramana Maharishi's question answers are all absolutely top notch. One devotee asked Ramana Maharishi, if God if comes in front of you, what will you do? So Ramana Maharshi smiled at him and he said, I will tell God, his coming and going business and all don't do. He says that's not what it is. His coming and going business and all don't do, I will tell. What does it mean? He means God is Avyakta. God is not Vyakta. God is Avyakta. That is eternal. That remains. Then you don't ask me, then don't we need all temple and the idols and other? I'll come to it. They are important. I'm not downplaying on that. The quintessential nature of divinity is that which exists without nama and rupa. Nama rupa vihaya. Okay. Now the point is, what is all this? The point is, what is being indicated here? Moment something has a nama and rupa. So what do you call this place? This place is called hall, satsang hall. Something you call, no? It has taken a nama and rupa already. It has taken a rupa of a square shape with some pillars and a nice place where we have Baba's photo, everything, etc. All these are there. So we have given a name to it. We call it as satsang hall, right? And very fact that we have given a name to it, what it means is it is limited now. If I go to open space, I can't give a name to it. The open Akasha is Akasha. There's no name to it, no? You can't say, Bangalore Akasha or, Madras Akasha. There's nothing like that. Akasha is unlimited. There's no name and space. In other words, I want you to understand, moment you try to accommodate anything in a nama and rupa, this Vyakti called Mahadevan is now conditioned into a nama and rupa. I have a date of birth, I have a passport, I have a profession, I have a house, etc., etc. Moment you put anything into a nama and rupa and guna, that means from an unlimited, you have brought it to limited. Because all this will fall one day, no? This body will fall one day. That's true of every one of us. Everything that has a beginning will have an end. Right? So therefore, what he is trying to say is, if you try to think divinity is only in a nama and rupa, that may be a great start, because that helps us to fix our mind.
Yeah.
That's very important. Sagunopasana is very important. I'm not downplaying on it. That cannot be the destination. That cannot be a non-moving goal post. It's very, very important. I think bhakti, the Saguna Upasana, deities, devata are extremely important, because this mind will otherwise wander all over the place. So we come to a temple. Why do we come to a temple? Because it is an untrained mind. Untrained mind requires something. The mind always has a habit to catch on to something. Okay? Again, in Tirukural, there is a beautiful Tirukural. It says, Patruha Patratran Patrai. Appatru Patruha Patru Vidar. It's a beautiful Tirukural. What it says is, hold on to the feet of one who has no attachment, so that you will lose your attachment. That's the Tirukural. Tirukural says, you attach yourself to the feet of the person who has no attachment, so that you will give up all your attachment. In Tamil, the word repeats many number of times. So, Saguna Upasana is extremely important. I think we have to graduate, go on that. That Shraddha will take us to the next. All that Krishna is saying is, Avyakta is the limitless form that we have to see. And this limitless form, we must understand. I will tell you, not necessarily a very good example, but I'll tell you one of my relatives. 2 children. Okay. The boy was at that time 14, 15 years. And the sister was the younger one. She must be 10, 11 years. Father passed away. He was fighting a cancer. Finally, after 7, 8 years, he passed away. I went, they were in Bombay. Somehow I am little attached to the family. I went there. First time I didn't know what to tell these 2 children. Even for the elderly people, it's hard to say something. I went to Bombay, wondering, what do I tell these 2 children? The fact of the life is, father is no more. That is the fact of the life. With a lot of thought, I told them one sentence. I said, I want you to understand. I mean, it looked very big, but maybe they understood it. I don't know. But that's all I could say. What I knew only I could say. I said, I want you to understand one thing. So far, your father, you always saw your father in a frame. Always when you said father, you saw him in a frame. Like that, right? Now, all the good things of your father is your father. You would understand like that. What it means is that gives us the training. That you see them like that. That is how I think the son understood it so well. Because that sometimes that takes us to, gives us that kind of thing. So that ultimate truth is our ability to graduate. God gives us that opportunities to also think all those kind of things. So that's what he is saying. That is the ultimate state that we should go. So it's okay that we will do all that. So he says, Parambhavam Janantaka. Then you really reach, they take you closer like that. Parambhavam, Ajanantaha, Mamabhyam Anumatam. I express myself everywhere. That feeling you develop, once you develop that feeling, it completely, unshackles all your limitations in your life. It will take you out. Truly, it will take you to very close to where I am and so on. So that is what Krishna is saying, that we should have form and name and all that, but we should travel. And that formless is what gives us that ultimate, experience of life in many ways. So that is what he's saying. That's, Kripa will take us. It will take us through that. So therefore he says, Avyaktam Vyaktimapannam Manyante Mama Buddhayah Parambhavam Ajanantaha Mam Avyam Anuttam. So they will come. It will happen. Understand, you have to become limitless in everything that you think. And the moment you become limitless, the world becomes yours. Your scope of understanding is the world, because you are no longer limited by forms and shapes and all that thing. The world becomes your your scope. So that enlarging has to happen for people, and that will happen. And we will go through that path. So until then, Bahunam Janmanam Ante, it will sort of, we will go through that journey. But the grace of the Lord will take us through that. No, think about it. You don't have to go this far. If I have to, if each one of us to explain our own true nature, imagine if each one of us have to explain our own true nature. Suppose there is an exercise like that. We have to explain our own true nature. You cannot explain your nature with anything with Nama and Rupa. It cannot be anything physical. Na? If you have to think of our own nature, it has to be beyond the Nama and Rupa. So that itself indicates that that is the ultimate truth. Nobody can, if somebody explains what is your true nature, no, my nature is I am 5 feet 10 inches. It doesn't make sense. You cannot say my nature is 5 feet 10 inches. You cannot say my nature is this and that. My nature is, I will work hard and all. They are not really your true nature. If we inquire deep into that question, we realize that that ultimate truth is something, our ability to unshackle our forms and names which we are so associated with that. So that is what it says. Again, this is said in Upanishad. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it says, there is a very nice statement. It says that what you see by the eyes, right, is not true. What makes you see through the eyes is the truth. What you see through the eye is not truth. What you hear, and the Upanishad goes on, what you hear through your ear is not truth, but that which makes you hear is truth. The Shakti is the truth. What you smell through your nose is not truth, but that which makes you to smell is truth. Like that. It again and again reminds us that behind all these lower level of our understanding, there's a larger force which is beyond all this. So Krishna is, coaxing us to look at that, coaxing us to keep looking at that. That is what, with this shloka, he says that Avyaktam Vyaktimapannam Manyante Mama Buddhayah Parambhavam Ajanantaha Mam Avyam Anuttamam. So we will go through this journey. The grace of the Lord will always take us, and we will keep on traveling in this journey. There's no stoppage. As I told you, we have to be on the right road. Let anything happen, we'll keep travel on the road. That is the frame of mind with which we have to live our life, and many of us live our life like that. With all our emotions, we live that kind of a life. So that means we will travel on that road. Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavritah mudhoyam nabhijanati loko mamajamavyayam. Na aham prakashah sarvasya. My radiance is not evident to everyone. I am nothing but prakasha. I am nothing but light. Na aham prakashah sarvasya. Why? Yogamaya samavritah. Samyak avritah. Avarana means coverage. Sam is a prefix. Sam means very well. So the coverage is, imagine very tightly wound. Not a streak of light can go into it. Like that. So, and who is doing this avriti? Yogamaya. That's what we saw. We saw Maya, no? 2 days back, we saw detailed discussion on Maya. So, Yogamaya samavritah, those who are all in the influence of Maya, right? Influence of the Yogamaya, right? They will not see this radiance. It's our limitation. We are all in our own journey. It's our own limitation. So he says, Na aham prakashah sarvasya. I am not evident to everyone. My true radiance is not evident to everyone because we are all at different levels of Yogamaya has taken us. We are at different levels. The avriti is at different levels. Yogamaya samavritah mudoyam na abhijanati lokaha mam ajam avyayam. They don't understand that I am neither born, right? I cannot be divided into pieces. I am not mutable. I am nothing. You can't do anything. I am not Vyaya. I cannot be spent. I remain, right? Ajam Avyayam. And if we have to understand the Ajam and the Avyayam, we have to first take out the Nama and Rupa. Because that condition has to go. Then we know, oh, everything is, it's only a, that is what the Yogamaya is doing. She is bringing an artificial set of things in front of us and creates the emotions in us. That's what she is doing. That is what Yogamaya is doing. She is playing out so beautifully in front of us. That's why the word Yogamaya is used here. Yogamaya. Okay? She plays the trick on us. And as long as she is playing the trick on us, we don't understand that this divinity can never, that's why the law of conservation of divinity. Divinity can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only transfer from one form to another constantly. So Aja and Avyaya, that always, was happening. What is this Maya that we are talking about? One Pravachaka made a very interesting observation. During the course of conversation, he said, there was a person who was giving Vedanta discourses for a long time. There was a person who was attending all that. One day he looked at him and said, hey, Buffalo. The fellow got up and then almost picked up a big fight with this person who is doing the pravachana. How can you call me Buffalo? Then he said, for 100 days I told you are Brahman, you never got up. I have been 1,000 times I told you are Brahman. You never get up. Moment I told Buffalo, you get up. What is going on here? This is Yoga Maya. This is the power of yoga. This is the power of Maya. I told you 1,000 times you are Brahman. You never took cognizance of it. Once I called you Buffalo, you immediately got up. What is this? The lighter wine, he brought this idea. Point is, this is exactly this Maya business. It will perfectly camouflage our true nature. I said Vikshepa Shakti and Avarna Shakti. It will perfectly camouflage our original nature so that and make us think. That's why Buffalo, I get up immediately. What nonsense, I am not a Buffalo, definitely. But why am I getting up? Thanks to Maya. So that is that Samavrita. That is the Samyak Avrita. In chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, we don't have to go that far. In chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, Sloka 16 to 30, this is exactly what he's saying. I have nan jayate mriyate va kadachit. So many shlokas are there, right? Vasamsi jignani ehaya vihaya anyani samyani navaya, all that kind of things. So many things Krishna is saying that we don't have birth, we don't have death, but all those events affect us because we are in Yogamaya. We are in a certain state. We are in that emotion. We only pray to God, take me. It's okay. All these are Leela. Take me in whichever way you want to take. So Krishna says there is nothing like that. The reason is anything you put it into a finite thing, then it will have beginning and end. And anything which has a beginning must have an end. Jatasya dhruva mrityu. There is no other way, no? So therefore, when we are into this framework, then we get into a very thick set of emotions, complications, all that. I mean, after all, we are ordinary people and we go through all that. So therefore, the point is that this whole idea that, the divinity has no common shape. None of us are born, none of us are dying. It's all some, as Vasamsi Jirnani Yata Vihaya. Just like, one shirt is torn, you throw the shirt and wear another new shirt. Like that, this taking a body and being, taking a birth and then going through it and then coming out, all these, we have to keep on deeply contemplate on all those. That's the only way. And we need the Lord's grace for that. Rama told Bharata in Ayodhya Kanda, after all this happened and Rama and Sita and Lakshmana went to the forest, and then Bharata was brought, Dasharatha passed away. Bharata was brought from Bharata and Shatrughna were brought from their uncle's place. He was quite upset with his mother. He spit fire on his mother. And he said, I will not get coronated. Nothing doing. So it was a real problem. You can't run a country without a head of the state, right? You can't run a company without a CEO. First thing, they immediately have a board meeting and make somebody CEO. Otherwise, you will have a serious problem. Executional problems will come. So Vasishtha was very confused. He doesn't know what to do. Because Bharata says, nothing doing. Chalo, let's go where Rama is. No, he said this country cannot be without nothing doing. I don't bother about all that. What my mother did was totally wrong. I don't approve of what she is doing. So when they went, we go to Guha and then Bharadwaja Ashrama finally and all that. Fantastic conversation between the two brothers. It's must read. If you want any Vedantic angle to it, you should read it. If you want to know what is public administration and management, you should read it. Sarga 98 to 108, you should read. Or 118, you should read 20 Sargas. Beautiful. In 105th Sarga is pure Vedanta. In my Ramayanam series, I have spent a little more time on that because it's all nice Vedanta. So that there is a very beautiful statement. Rama tells to Bharata. Rama tells, what this brother here? What are you talking? Rama is telling to Bharata. All these brother, father, son and all, you leave it. What are you talking? Don't bring emotions here. He says there is a river flowing. Flash flood. After a good rain, there is a flash flood. The river is flowing. In the river, Bharata, have you not seen? 2 logs of wood go. They keep on going. After some time, they just split. They joined. Gushing water, it is coming. 2 logs of wood suddenly come and then they hit with each other and keep on moving like that for some time. After that, they just separate. You and I are like that. Why are you worried? What level of discussion he is having? In this Janma, for some time, we went together. That's all fine. Understand the larger principle of life. So don't bring this brother business and all, you don't bring. Rama was absolutely fabulous in the discussion. So don't bring all these arguments. The brother and all are not true. For some time we are together. That's okay. But understand, you have your journey, I have your journey. We have, it is like, we travel here. From here, we travel in a train to Bombay. Suddenly we become friends because, 24 hours we have to go. So, you share your food with me, I give you muruku, you give me something else, and then your time pass. Then some fellow comes, you buy some, groundnut, and then you share, and we have become thick friends, such thick friends. But then that person is getting down to Pune, nobody is crying. In that 20 hours, we become genuinely we became friends in that sense of the term. Rama says life is like that. I mean, it's easy to say all this. I'm not, ridiculing anything. I'm saying that thinking all are happening because of Maya. All that are happening is because of Maya. So therefore, Krishna says, we have this thick layer around us. By God's grace, that layer will come out. So we should not worry about the thick layer. We should not worry about the emotions. We should not worry about this, that, and so on. We should say, you take me. Hold me by your hand and take me. You think I have to take one step at a time? You decide. I will come with you. That's all we need. So the solution is very simple, not very complicated. Solution is very simple. Let's surrender to the feet of the Lord. And that's why I said Saranagata and Prasada Buddhi. We know. That's what a child does. You look at, a 2-year-old child is taken for a birthday party. Right? The child will have complete fun. The mother is completely tense. It is running all over the place. There is a fire there. There is a vehicle coming here. There is a road. It is trying to cross the road. The mother, because the child has surrendered to the mother. Now the child has no problem. It will keep running back and forth. And the mother also will keep running back and forth. Only she should not fall. That is the only issue. Because the child has completely surrendered to the mother. So we need only that bhava. And we'll pray for that bhava also. The bhava also he only give. So let's pray for it. So therefore, that prakasha will take time. Bahunam janmanam ante, only it will happen. All these are coming from that. All these shlokas are coming from that. So he says, Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavritah mudoyam nabijanati lokaha mam ajam avyayam. It takes a while for him to understand. That's okay. Let him come. That's what you have different gradation of bhaktas. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kaschana. Aham Veda. Veda means with. With is the root. With means to know. Veda means I know. Vedaham. Aham Veda. I know. What do I know? Samatitani Vartamanani. What is all going on? The current, present. Hey Arjuna, I know everything about the present. Bhavishyani cha bhutani. Bhavishyani is future. Bhutani is past. I know all the trika. I am a trikala jnani. I am a trikala jnani. I know the past. I know what is happening now. I know what will happen in the future also. Aham Veda samatitani vartamanani bhavishyani cha bhutani. Mam tu vedana kaschana, but people don't know me. What is he saying? If you know me, you will know of everything. Because I know everything. So the moment you know me, that means you also know everything. That is the formula here. Right? If I have to know something, and if you know it very well, if I know you very well, that means I knew the trick also. That is the meaning of I know you very well. I have learnt everything from you. In a common parlance, that is what it is, no? You know everything, and I don't know. If I know you very well, which means I am so close to you, I have learned from you, I know out and out everything, I have picked up all your know-how also. So that's what Krishna is saying, that I know I am a Trikala Jnani, but you don't know about that. If you had known it, you would have come after me. If you had known that I know everything, I know the past, I know the present, I know the future. Because the problem with us is we say, I know everything. Ahankar comes. We know, I know what is to be done. I know what will happen. I know how this has to be done. I mean, at a Vyavahara level, to an extent, we have to say that. Otherwise, no work will get done. I'm not saying we should not say it. But at a Paramarthika level, we should not carry that conversation. In Vyavahara world, even at one level, we should say, I will put my best foot forward. I am only the instrument of him. Even we can say like that. Or you can even say, that is okay, I know what is to be done because only I have been charged to do this job, so let me say that. But when you are at a Paramarthika level, you should understand, I should know him because I don't know anything. I don't know the past, I don't know the present, I don't know the future. But I know, I should know that he knows everything. The Lord knows everything, so let me go after him. So this is the route to become a jnani. From the lower level of bhakti, if this idea I know, I'll be motivated to know him. Because he knows everything. The moment he knows everything, I will go after him. Then at least I will become a better bhakta. So I will come what may, I will go behind. So that is what he's saying. I know all the Trikalas. Unfortunately, people don't know what I know. So I went to, an Acharya, I don't want to name. So the Acharya told me, a very big Acharya, he told me, every people come, I have read so much, I have so much of knowledge with me. Nobody wants to know that. They only say, my daughter's marriage is not happening, my promotion is not happening, my transfer is not happening. I keep on doing like this. What do I do? And very antaranga, he told me. He told me in a very intimate, like that, he told. He said, I know so much. They don't want that. They are asking small things and, I have no other bad intention. Therefore, I will say yes, yes. Because I genuinely mean it. Whether I have the power or not, that is not my problem. I am not talking about that. If I am a messenger of God, it may happen. But the point he was making is, I know so much people don't want it. They are asking Alpam Vedas. They are asking small little things. I say, okay, let God bless you, let God bless you. So that is the point. We should aim high. We should increase our scope. If we increase our scope, our depth of bhakti will also go up. So we will also, reach greater, regions and so on. So that is what Krishna is saying here. Ichcha dvesha samuttena dvandva mohena bharata sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. Why these several janmas are happening? Why bahunam janmanam ante? That is in a way answered in a different way here. Sarge yanti parantapa. Sarga means punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam, punarapi janani, jatare sayanam. That is called sarga. Chakar, endless chakar. That is called sarga. Okay? Actually, sarga. You have to understand, sarga is different from sargam. This is sarga. Sarga means, we say first sarga, second sarga, chapter. That's another one. This means your chakar. Coming again and again, coming and going. Sarge yanti. Sammoham sarge yanti. They are deeply deluded. Moha is delusion. I'm not able to differentiate between what is right and wrong. I'm confused, right? So, Sarva Bhutani, I'm going to the second line and then coming to the first line. Sarva Bhutani, Sammoham sarge yanti. They are deeply deluded and they are in this endless chakra of birth and death. Why it is happening? It is happening because of the first line. What is that? Ichcha, dvesha. I like, I hate. Ichcha is I like. Dvesha is I repel. I don't like. I hate. So there are one example there. Ichcha dvesha samuttena dvandva mohena. Dvandva. Dvandva is dual, not singular. Dvandva bhava is dual. He says, as long as you live in this world with this framework of duality, There is a duality he is talking about. As long as you are steeped into duality, what will happen? You will be deluded. And you will go through the samsara. You go through the world of duality. Sir, you can take a 200-page notebook and write all duality is possible in world. Everything has duality in this world. Duality is a very big subject. So I casually made a quick search in Gita. Because we are teaching Gita, and to me, Gita has everything. We don't have to go outside of Gita. Anything you want. That's why Shankaracharya in his Upodgata, in his preamble to why I am writing a commentary for Gita, Sarva Vedanta Sara Bhuta Sangraha. This is the adjective we use for Gita. Sarva Vedanta Sara Bhuta. It is the gist of every Vedanta that you want for your life. It is available in Gita. That is what he mentioned about Gita in the preamble. So I wanted to just look at what kind of Dvandva that Krishna is talking about. So many places we have talked about it, whether we have noticed it or not. So many places he has talked about it. This Dvandva and the Parihara for Dvandva. Some 50, 60 occasions, I removed the Parihara part. I brought only the Dvandva part. An equal number is available for how do you actually overcome the Dvandva also. That is also available. I'll come to it, but there is a second shloka which is also to do with Dvandva. So let me take both of them. Okay. So in this shloka, the previous shloka is said, as long as you have a life in which this duality is very important to you, you all the time, this is called Veda Bhava. There's a difference between Brahma Bhava and Veda Bhava. Shankaracharya wrote what is called Chatussutri. This Brahma Sutra is some 580 aphorisms, short sutras. Okay, Janmadhyasya. That's all. One sutra is Janmadhyasya. You need about 100 pages to understand what it is. Because there are people who have written commentaries on it. Shankaracharya also written. So Shankaracharya did not write, he first took only the first four. Atato Dharma, Brahma Jigyasa, that is the first sutra. Janmadhyasya, Shastra Yonihi, like that. It is going like that. 580 are there. First four he took and wrote a commentary for it called Chatussutri. And large number of commentaries on Chatussutri. I attended 80 hours lecture on Chatussutri. For 4 sutras, 80 hours. Believe me, Swami Paramananda Bharati, I went in 2011. But I broke my hand. Swami Paramananda Bharati said, until you come, I will not start the class. I had that compassion of that great soul. Let Maharajji come, they waited. I said, Swami, I cannot drive. I cannot come because I broke my left hand at that time. So I was a very serious accident at home only, but it's a foolish accident I had and so on. So Swami said, I will wait. Then I attended 80 hours, just 4 sutras, Chatussutri. He has written a book also in Kannada. It is also translated in English. Bangalore. Okay. In somebody's house in the basement. Selected 10 of us, 8 to 10 of us. That's all. So in that Chatussutri, I have taken the story elsewhere. The Chatussutri, he wrote an opening statement in his commentary, Shankaracharya. He said, Asmat Yushmat Pratyaya Gocharayoho Vishaya Vishayinoho Tama Prakashavat Swar Viruddha Swabhavayoho. ... It is going. I'm not going farther than this. He said there is something called Asmat Gochara and Yushmat Gochara. Asmat means anything to do with I. Aham Gochara. He says there is something called I. Gochara means it's where it goes. All that is related to that. if you want to say that anything related with I is called Aham Gochara or Asmat Gochara. Anything related to you is called Yushmat Gochara. He said, this world has Asmat Gochara and Yushmat Gochara. And then he said, you know what is the difference between the two? He's saying, Asmat Yushmat Gochara Yoho. The difference between the two is Vishaya and Vishayi. Vishayi is one who knows the Vishaya. Vishaya is what he learned, what he knew. There is a person and he knows something. Think like that. The Vishayi is one who knows. The Vishaya is subject which is known. The difference is like that. Then he said the difference is like Tama Prakashavat. It is like the difference between darkness and light. Viruddha Subhavayoho. He says, I and you are in eternal conflict. Just like light and darkness is in eternal conflict. When light is there, darkness is not there. When darkness is there, light is not there. When Vishaya is there, Vishaya is not there. When Vishaya is there, Vishaya is not there. This is the duality. The Vishayi is full of duality. If you are alone, you alone, that means the Dvandva Bhava is gone. It is Advaita Bhava. Everything is melted. You see only one. There is only one, nothing else. That is called Asmat Gochara. Moment you bring the world, it is called Yushmat Gochara. I have my friend, I have my house, I have my this, this is there, room is there, light is there, fan is working. You can bring so many things. He says these are all other than you, other than the I. The you is other than the I. He says these two are basically in conflict with one another. That's what he is saying. And he uses that to talk about Kshetra and Kshetrajna in chapter 13. He says Kshetra and Kshetrajna are like that. Kshetra and Kshetrajna has no connection. They are like darkness and light. But the moment you connect it, the world of duality will come. That is the Dvandva Moha. You should know I am absolutely Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, Satchidananda, Swarupa. Nothing else. There is nothing other than me. Oneness. The moment you bring two, that's the Dvandva. So that is what he is saying in the next sloka also. Yesham Dvandagatam Papam Jananam Punya Karmanam Te Dvandva Moha Nirmukta Bhajante Mam Dridavratah. He says, Yesham tu Antagatam Papam, for those who all their sins are over. Ella mudoitu. Antagatam Papam Jananam Punya Karmanam, on account of their Punya Karma, slowly all these other things have evaporated and vanished. What will happen? Dvandva Moha Nirmukta. That's all. The duality will go. Bhajante Mam Dridavratah. Because they find only one, and that is only Lord. That's nothing else they say. They see only the divinity. That is the law of conservation of divinity. They see only that because they have destroyed the duality. The moment they have destroyed the duality because of Satkarma. So all we need these previous versions of Bhakti. Bhakti is very important. That is only taking us there. So it will destroy all the duality in us. And Dvandva Moha Nirmukta, the delusion that came out of this complex world of duality, mine, I and mine is one kind of duality. I and mine. You have to destroy this duality, otherwise there are a lot of complications coming, right? So, moment you are able to evaporate this duality, you will reach me. Finished. You have developed all the escape velocity, you will actually reach me. So that is what he's saying. The last two slokas, he is even telling you why are we taking, two more slokas are there. Today's last two slokas I am saying. In these two slokas, he is saying, why am I taking so many janmas? I am taking so many janmas because of this Yoga Maya has presented a world of duality which I feel is real. I am dabbling all the time in duality. I am deluded in this duality. Because I am deluded in this duality, I go on, this kacheri goes on and on and on and on and on, it is going. The only way is somewhere we have to come out of this duality. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, Shivam Kevalam Ekam. That feeling, Shiva Kevaloham, Chidananda Rupa hai, Shiva Kevaloham. That's what Shankaracharya said when his guru asked, who are you? 8-year-old you. He says, na mata, na data, nothing. Shiva Kevaloham. Chidananda Rupa hai, Shiva Kevaloham. So that is our lakshya. That is what for we must pray. And we will pray through our means. There is no issue with the means. The lakshya must be there, the shraddha must be there. Just the Lord will take care. So now I looked at what kind of dvandva that we are talking about. Is Krishna talking about what kind of dvandva? There are so many. I will reel out all the shlokas in Bhagavad Gita. Look at this shloka. Vita raga bhaya krodhaha. Vita and raga is another kind of thing. I have fear, I don't have fear, I have raga, I have dvesha. For each one of them, there is a counterpart. Right? That's the word uses there. Raga dvesha viyuktaistu, raga and dvesha. Vishayai chandriyai charan. In 64, that is what he's saying. Raga and dvesha is another duality has come. Kama yesha krodha yesha. Kama and krodha is another duality. He's talking about Rajoguna Samudbhava in chapter 3. Vita raga bhaya krodha. Once again it is coming. Same thing is coming. Manmaya mam upashitaha. Again there is a duality. Because of duality, Vita, Raga, Bhaya, Krodha, all these things comes. Right? Look at chapter 5. Kama, Krodha, Viyuktanam, Kama and Krodha. All these come out of only duality. All these come out of, if there is one, where is Parajaya? There is only one, there is no need to conquer. No, what is to be conquered? Moment you have more than one, then you have to have, Irsha, you have to have competition, you have to have comparison, you have to say, I am better than him, he is better than me, he left me, he ditched me, he betrayed me. In Vyavahara, we are playing like that. While we are playing like that, this thought slowly must come into us. So the quality of the Vyavahara also will change. We will not stop playing the game. The way we play the game will change. Because we realize all those are, throwing a lot of mud on us. So that is what it is happening. He says, stay. Vigatecha bhaya krodha. Again, bhaya and krodha in chapter 5, 28 shloka. Look here. Matra spashastra kaunte, Sita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukha. There are two pairs of dvandvas given here. Sita and Ushna, Sukha and Dukha. Right? Sama Dukha Sukham Dhiram. Sukha and Dukha, two dualities, can you handle them together? That's what he is asking. Sama Dukha Sukham Dhiram. Sukhe Dukhe, Samaye Kritva, Labha, Labho, Jaya, Jayo. There are three pairs of duality there. Labha and Alabha, Jaya and Ajaya, Sukha and Dukha. All these are dualities, dvandvas. Okay? Siddha Asiddhayoho, Siddhi and Asiddhi. I succeeded, I failed. Siddha Asiddhayoho samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Ragadvesho vyavastito. Indriya se indriyetasya. Ragadvesho, Raga and Dvesha. Look at in how many places. It will go on and on. Sitoshna Sukha Dukkeshu, Mana and Apamana, another one. Mana and Apamana is another duality. Right? Loshta Ashma Kanchana. You have a pebble, mud ball, and gold. These differences create the duality for me. Right? There he says. Suhra Mitra Udasina. I like him, I don't like him, he is my friend, he is not my friend. Right? Sadhu Papa. What is this Papi and so? For Jnani, there is no Papi and there is no Sadhvi also. Because Jnani has nothing, none of these. He neither has Sadhvi, neither of Jnani. These are all in our plane. He says this fellow is bad, that fellow is good. These are all our dvandva. For Jnani, all those are not there. It doesn't even matter. He does Vyavahara and he keeps going. Sukham va ediva dukkam. goes on. Samadukka Sukha Kshamaha Kshami. In 12th chapter in Bhakti Yoga. Ishta Anishta, another 20 values it will come in chapter 13. Ishta Anishta Upapatisu. Something I like, something I don't like that. Samaloshta Ashmakanchana Tulya Priya Apriya. I like him, I don't like him. Ninda Atma Samstuti. He praised me, he spoke ill of me. Right? He says Mana and Apamana, Tulya, Mitra Paksha and Aripaksha, my camp and opposite camp. So Krishna goes on and on and on, giving these kinds of dualities. Therefore, what he is saying is our journey is somehow to step out of this duality. If we can do it, our journey becomes faster. So with this, more or less, the teachings are over for the chapter. There are 2 shlokas which only lead us to the 8th chapter. It is another. Krishna plays this relay match so well. So he only has 2 shlokas to take us to the next chapter, which we will see tomorrow. I think it's 8 o'clock. I will stop here. And yeah. Continue. No, I think it's the Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamudaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Subharatri.